The number one question I get asked is, when is the new Model Y Juniper or refresh releasing? So I have a lot of answers for you today, including news directly from Elon himself to cover in this video to give you a heads up on whether to buy the current Model Y or just wait for the refresh version coming out. Now here's what we know so far. Back in February of this year, there was leaked communication directly from Tesla to its delivery advisors after a poor start in sales of the Model Y, stating, "We heard your feedback that some customers are waiting to place their Model Y order as they anticipate a refresh similar to Model 3. It is important that we communicate transparently that there is no refresh for Model Y launching this year." Historically, Tesla advisors are usually kept out of the loop when it comes to release dates or any updates in that regard. However, in this case, because it was impacting sales, they had to send this communication. And they also stated that there is no better time for customers to start driving the world's best-selling vehicle, especially when they're getting the $7,500 federal tax credit. Tesla Scope also tweeted that according to their own timeline, they can confidently say to note that a refresh is not expected until the very end of this year, going into Q1 into Q2 of 2025. Now, based on this, we initially assumed it would be a similar release pattern like the new Model 3 Highland or refresh, where Tesla releases it initially overseas in the latter part of the year and North America gets it in the early part of next year. But then we received some inside scoop which confirmed this exact theory. Tesla cut Model Y output in China. According to data from the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, otherwise known as CAAM, Tesla's production of the Model Y in China experienced a decline of approximately 18% in March and 33% in April versus the same time last year. Now, this could be for two reasons. Tesla's recent move to decrease production of the Model Y at its Giga Shanghai plant by at least 20% from March to June 2024 is behind these output cuts. This information reported by Reuters explained this decision, with the leading reason being China's economic slowdown amidst ongoing price wars among electric vehicle manufacturers, including Tesla. At the same time, Tesla had also ramped up production of its refreshed 2024 Model 3, known informally as the Highland, by 10%. Or the second reason I'm alluding to for the reduced output in China could have been for the incoming arrival of the Model Y refresh, also known as Project Juniper. Tesla China had already introduced an updated Model Y with a unique cloth dash with a similar ambient lighting like the Model 3, which buyers in North America would go absolutely crazy for. So these parts could extend into the refresh along with the front fascia design, new LED lights, dynamic steering updates, ambient lighting, new seats, and improved range. But these are all speculations based on how the Model 3 refresh has turned out. Then just recently there was a leaked picture posted by Tesla Newswire indicating the console being slightly different in the wireless charger area than the new Model 3. Let me know if you actually noticed the difference in this comparison between the two pictures. And finally, the news from Elon himself after ex-user Curious Peggy stated, "There are rumors going around that Tesla Model Y refresh will be ready by next month. I'm having a hard time believing that." To which Elon responded, "No Model Y air quote refresh is coming out this year. I should note that Tesla continuously improves its cars, so even a car that is 6 months newer will be a little better," implying the over-the-air software updates that Tesla does across their models, like the new UI Fresh they did just in the spring, which I also covered as well. But as amazing as the over-the-air updates are they good enough to keep current Model Y owners interested? Personally, I have owned the Model Y just over a year now, and it is my first EV after switching from a gas car, and I'm extremely satisfied and happy with the switch and the brand itself. But I can't help but glance over at the new Model 3 updates and wish my Model Y had them as well. Now, if you were to put all of the Teslas side by side in a line, you start to see the Model Y stand out versus the others in terms of being not as cohesive in its design language, especially the LED lights. I will most likely put my order in for the new one as soon as it becomes available, only because I create content related to Tesla, not because I'm bored of my current Model Y. So the question you're thinking right now, I guess I should buy now since it's not coming out anytime soon. But I believe this might be a tactic from Elon himself to keep current Model Y sales strong and to offload the current inventory for the new Model Y. No one can say for sure, so it comes down to whether you value the updates that have come to the new Model 3 refresh and want to learn more about the updates as they come, Or if you have test driven the current Model Y and are happy, then I would say go for it, since Tesla's always changing their prices, and right now it currently is eligible for the federal tax incentive, which makes it the ultimate value Tesla. And if you want to keep up with all things Tesla, be sure to subscribe.